This is Jackie Helvey, and again, I'm here at Reckless Love Farm in Pittsburgh, and now I'm speaking with D.L. Lucero, who is the, what do you call yourself, the main farmer, or?
Sure, the president farmer, there you got it.
The shepherder. So, you guys have this land here, but prior to, it sounds like you've lived in several different places, and you've done tech work. So let's talk a little bit about that, your background.
Sure. So I was in the Air Force. I was an A-10 crew chief mechanic in the early 90s. And then after that, I'm from New Mexico originally. Santa Fe, New Mexico is northern New Mexico. And I owned restaurants there, and I had a horse farm. Yep, owned restaurants. And
what kind of food did you?
It's like Chipotle, only better.
Oh.
It's called Burritos al Instante, and they're still running. So there was one to start with, and then we built 4 total. And then now there's 6 running, I think. So,
wow.
Yeah, and they're still running and operating. So a lot of
So did you just sell your interest in that? Is that how that?
Yeah, pretty much. It was time to move on. So that got sold, and they're still functioning and successful.
Restaurant is hard work, man.
It's a lot of work.
Very time consuming.
It's a lot of work. And I owned a horse farm there. I bred Egyptian Arabian horses.
Oh, wow.
Out there. So did a lot of farming and learning about alfalfa and growing off the land. There when I was younger, so I didn't really appreciate it as much as I appreciate it now that I'm older. So from there, moved around tech jobs and different IT positions, from owning banks, from running banks to running restaurants to back in the IT field. And recently now I run World Enterprise Class level networks.
Now, what is that exactly?
I've run networks for IBM and for AT&T, and basically everything from the ISP, the internet service provider, down to the server. I've managed everything in between. So BGP routing out to the internet is how you get from your house out to the internet to go wherever you want to go. And so manage everything down on an enterprise level from the ISP down to the server. So doing routing protocols and routers, switches, firewalls, security, everything in between. And so did that for many years. I ran the network at the Masters Golf Tournament in Augusta since 2013, and I've run Wimbledon's. I used to live in London for 20 days running the Wimbledon network. And
wow.
So did a lot of world-class level networks like that, the Tony Awards, US Open Tennis, US Open Golf, and many events like that. So that's kind of my background in IT and farming, and then now we're here in Pittsburgh. We have 12.5 acres, and we have a flock of sheep and lambs where we breed them to sell to people who want to produce their own flocks and produce their own animals. We sell them for food. It was last year, so it's about a year now. We're meat handlers in North Carolina. So we're licensed to have our farm name stamped on our meat, and we take them to be processed at USDA certified processors. They're halal, they're based in Siler City, and we use Chaudhry's for our lambs, and they are USDA certified there at the plant, then they get processed into different cuts that we want, and then we have our farm name stamped on them with the weight, and then we sell directly farm to the customer. So we do that. We've done pork off our farm as well. Right now we have some meat birds that are about mature, ready to get processed here.
Now, when you say meat bird, what do you mean?
Well, so there's two types of chickens. You have your layer chickens, which you can also eat them, but layers are going to be your egg layers we have a flock of those that produce eggs for us, and we sell those, we consume them ourselves, and we give them away. And then meat birds, the kind that we purchased, are Cornish cross hens. And so they're a cross hen that they don't reproduce, they don't lay eggs. They're really made to just grow really fast. And their meat is It's kind of typical of what you get in like a rotisserie type of setting in a grocery store, a boutique store where they have a rotisserie type or broiler chicken. That's it's a little bit different structure than an egg layer. So you process them at 8 weeks old. Their 8th week is next week. And we did want some Cornish size hens, the little 1.5 pounders. So we did a few of those. We processed those at 4 weeks old for that size. And we sold out of those. So really high demand. We only started with 25 birds this time, just to get our feet wet in the chicken processing type of environment. We've never done anything like that. So we were pretty excited to bring that onto our farm. And I think just the way the economy is going, when I go to the grocery store, I don't like the way the prices look. I don't like the way the meat looks.
Right.
I don't know where it's coming from. And here our lambs are loved by us. We give them a great life here. And we feed them only on grass. We don't give them any grain or any type of other food to fatten them up. Or grass is the healthiest food for sheep to consume, in my opinion. And their meat tastes amazing, and they reproduce really amazing. And so a couple weeks ago, we had 5 of our ewe lambs are sold. 3 of them went to be at a wedding venue, so there'll be wedding props
Oh,
for
interesting.
wedding photography. So we're excited for those. Those were our 3 triplets that we had in March. And so they went to a wedding venue about an hour and a half, 2 hours from here. And then 2 other of our ewe lambs went to live on a farm to reproduce for a flock.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's learning about sheep, so
So-
we're excited for that.
You're raising food. Where do you sell? Where can people find your product?
Well, we started doing a farmer's market. That's a new farmer's market at the Mosaic at Chatham Park here in Pittsburgh. So we started doing that March until November. Those are over now. But you can find us on our website. We do direct to customers. We'll deliver to you locally if you're here locally. With the USDA certification, we're allowed to ship, but we're just not, we don't have the type of quantity to ship and just all the logistics that go into shipping.
It'd just
with
be
the
a big
cold.
hassle, I would think.
It's a
If
lot
you
of
have local business,
Right.
why even bother with that?
Right, and then if we don't sell it, which we are selling, but if we happen to not sell it, we consume it ourselves. So
Right.
we're really excited about that. We're really excited to consume our own meat from our animals and from our farm. So it's recklesslovefarm.com, and we're on Instagram too, Reckless Love Farm. We're on Facebook, Reckless Love Farm. So you should be able to find us at any of those social media and our website. Our information there, my phone number's on there, our email's on there, and so you can contact us, and I can send you a price sheet or see what you're interested in. I've built packages of pork and lamb before, and met people. I really enjoy working with people, talking to them, and bringing a product that we grow here. It's a little bit like the restaurant, but a little different. We're sourcing it off our farm, bringing it from our farm directly to your table, and I really enjoy that. Just the thought of that, the sound of it, and working in that type of environment, really enjoy
Well, and you
that.
know what you're getting that way. You don't know what you're getting when you go into a grocery store, really, you know?
That's really true.
Well, thank you. It's been great learning more about your farm, and I know you guys are going to have continued success.
Thank you so much, Jackie. Have a great day.
You
Take
too.
care, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching.